Okay, we have Anthony to wind up Florida for the day. We'll go right straight to questions. Anthony, your first one here is on the left, second row.
Hey, Anthony. Johnny Condon, ABC 3340 in Birmingham, Alabama. My question for you is when you go onto a road game where you play in Jacksonville against Georgia in that big rivalry game, how much do you relish and how much do you enjoy the spotlight and being the most important guy on the field for your team when you have the ball as a quarterback?
Just got to take everything in, 1 minute at a time, 1 second at a time. Just embrace it all because a lot of people want to be in my shoes, so I just can't take anything for granted. Just got to understand that I'm truly blessed to be where I am.
We'll stay on the left side, front row.
David Waters, Gators Breakdown. Anthony, where do you feel like you've made your biggest improvement?
Just working hard, this offseason, become a better leader and a better passer, just trying to be a better overall quarterback. I feel like that's the main thing I've been working on.
Go to the right side on the aisle, 3 rows back.
Hey, Anthony. Chris Pinson, WCJB TV 20 in Gainesville. Anthony, Gator Nation is its own unique blend of people. Obviously, there's big expectations on you at quarterback, big expectations on Coach Napier to come in and help this team win right away and get back to prominence it had, over a decade ago. How do you guys talk about those expectations, and how do you shoulder them without putting too much pressure on yourself?
We try not to look into them too much, just try to take everything one day at a time, because we can't predict the future. We don't know what it's going to, be for us. But as long as we prepare for everything, just taking it one day at a time, I feel like everything will be smooth.
We'll stay on the right side, 4th row.
Florida has had some changes at head coach in the past 5 years. What confidence does Coach Napier have? What do you like about him, and what does he do that you like?
Coach Napier, he trusts in himself, trusts in his system, he trusts in the players and the staff, so his confidence is unmatched. He's a people's person. That's the main thing I like about him. He puts people before himself, and I definitely respect that because I try to do the same thing. Just his confidence, that's pretty much the main thing that's rubbing off on all of us.
Second row here on the aisle.
Anthony Patterson with D-Line The Voice. Your teammates talked about you growing into a leader and constantly growing as a player. For you, how has Napier kind of shaped you growing since he's gotten to Florida?
He's kind of told me I have to be, the guy and the leader. A lot of people look up to me. A lot of people are looking at me and expect me to do a lot of things. Throughout my years of playing football, people always told me I have to be a leader. I never really understood what that means. I thought I had to scream and yell. But now with Coach Napier, I understand that it means connecting with people, building relationships and bonds. If people can trust you and rely on you, it makes it a lot easier to lead them.
Front row to your left.
Anthony, Ricky Pearsall transfers in. What's your relationship like with him? I heard it got off to a pretty good start, and what's your relationship been like since then? Have you guys been working off the field and trying to get the rapport down with this new receiver?
Yeah, Ricky, that's my guy. I remember when we were trying to get him here. I went out to dinner with his family and him, just trying to connect with him. He's a great person. He's very smart. He's fast. I appreciate his speed. It's going to make it a lot easier for me to throw the ball to him. But he's a great person, a great player. We've been connecting on the off season. Before I came here, I was talking to him, let him know we got to get some work in this weekend. Because the season's right around the corner. We just got to be able to connect like that.
Front row here on the end.
Hey, Anthony, Jacques Doucet, WAP TV in Baton Rouge. I know he doesn't coach your position, but since you're the leader of the team at the quarterback spot, Corey Raymond, what are your impressions of him since he joined the staff, or anything you notice being around him?
Oh, I like him a lot, When he first got here, I connected with him very well, just man to man, having simple conversations. The DBs, they love him, so I love him. As long as those guys locking down, we're good. Him coming from LSU, he let us know the mindset that other teams had when they did come play us. So it's kind of switched our views a lot. But, I like Coach Raymond.
4th row here on your right.
Anthony, you're a very laid-back kind of guy, right? You do a lot of watching and then waiting to decide. Coach Napier, same exact kind of demeanor. Has that helped the bond that you guys have, how it's formed, how it's developed, and why is it that you guys are quiet when you observe, but then when it's game time, you put on the intense face and you guys let everybody know, hey, this is our time, we're coming for you?
Just Coach Napier being the person he is, I feel like I can connect with him a lot, because I see a lot of myself in him, You know, just the way he reacts to people, treat people, the way he observes things. You know, I've yet to really hear him yell. You know, I'm not really a yelling and screaming guy either. So I'm like, that's kind of weird. But you know, just connecting with him, it makes it a lot easier for us to, you know, be men and understand each other. And when it comes to like the way we, you know, get ready, prepare for things, you know, we just watch and just see how we can fit in and make everything work.
To your left on the second row.
Georgia's obviously the prohibitive favorite in the East. Other teams like Tennessee, like South Carolina, like Kentucky have been rumored of who's going to have the best chance to knock them off. Florida's not being mentioned in that group. Do you feel slighted, and do you feel, as you speak for your team, that Florida isn't getting the respect that you guys deserve?
I mean, Florida's always been a great university, you know. We've always had great teams, you know. Last year we didn't really showcase any of that, so you can kind of understand why people are doubting us. But, hey, you just got to take it one day at a time and just try to focus up and play how we play.
Front row here to the left.
Anthony, what's it like being a quarterback for Billy Napier in the offseason? Are there any unique, you know, situations or anything he gives you to work on in the offseason to take that next step?
He's given each and one of us, you know, different things that we need to work on in the off season, you know, and the things he have put in place for us, such as the lesson plans, you know, it's forced us to become better players. You know, we kind of got to see things the way that they see things, you know, and I feel like that's helped us a lot this off season, you know. But just stuff like that has been, you know, very helpful, useful.
We have a couple of minutes left if there's anything else right here in the front row, and then we'll finish back here.
Hi, Anthony. E.P. Stedham, WGP, Foley, Alabama. Anthony, I saw you were at the Manning Passing Academy. What are a few things you learned over there and you'll try to implement this season?
You know, just how to be a pro, you know, learning a lot from Eli, Peyton, you know, also taught me how to be a coach, you know. Shout out to all the coaches in the world, man. It's hard trying to keep up with a lot of kids like that, but, you know, just going out there connecting with different guys, you know, and just trying to pick everyone's brain, just see how they view things, you know. That camp was very helpful, and hopefully I can showcase that this year.
Last question on the right.
Anthony, you've been asked a number of times about your experience at the Manning camp, or how are you becoming a better leader, what it means to you, right? Being a different guy than you were before. Last year, when you guys started losing, things went downhill. You know, there were rumors getting spread, accountability issues, et cetera. Why do you feel like this year, with Coach Napier as your head coach and you as the leader in the locker room, why do you feel like if things do kind of start to slide a little bit, you guys will be able to keep the reins and not let things get too wild and loose?
I feel like it'll be easier for us because of the bond we have with each other. You know, just being able to connect with each other. You know, just the family aspect when it comes to everything. Because before you can be a football team, you got to be a family. You got to be able to want to play for your brother, play for your coach. You know, so if you can look to your right and see your brother has the same mindset that you have, it makes things a lot easier whenever you do face adversity, because it's going to come one day or in time. You never know when it's going to come. So you just got to be prepared for every opportunity and every moment, you know. So just trusting in your brother and trusting that he has your back.
Anthony, thank you very much. Good job.
Thank you. Thank y'all.